We are live. How are you guys today? It is do a grump. What is it? Do a favor for a grumpy person day. And
do a grump. It's do a grump day.
Well, words just don't come out right sometimes.
You guys are for a grump. Do a grump a favor.
You guys are having a great day.
Do a grump. That would be a favor. So.
So I hope you guys are having a good day. No, I can't go down that road.
This is on your timeline. I'm sorry, everybody. My timeline's used to this. I'm not sure if Beth's timeline is used.
So I hope you guys are having a great day. Tell us where you're coming in from. I'm looking out my window with beautiful sunshine for the first time in probably 6 days. And I think across the country, we are all maybe a little bit, maybe grumpy, but some of us maybe not as grumpy as others. So where do you categorize yourself? Have you ever had somebody tell you at work that you're grumpy? I have. My kids always used to tell me I was grumpy too. So, Terry, you've had a total change, a very big change that's happened with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a salon owner. You have your hands in everything. Tell us about yourself.
So, hi everybody. I'm Terry Carey. Nice to meet you. Sorry for the coming in hot like that. I just it's my sense of humor. So I am a hairdresser. I'm a stylist. I have been a stylist since the early 90s, so been around a while. And like Beth said, I have in the last, I would say probably it's, you know what? I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary with the company that Beth and I are both with. And it's a supplement company. And I never thought I'd be involved in health and wellness, but I have to tell you that it's the best thing I ever did for myself. And it's not, for me, my story is not about, I do try to work out. I do try to take better care of myself since starting, but I'm not a gym person. I'm not like a health and wellness nut. Like, some people really go, like, I admire those people. Like, that's just not me. But I love what these products have done for my gut health because it's turned me around as a person. As a stylist, I would work behind the chair 12 hours, 10, 12 hours a day. And nobody really saw the grumpy side of me. They saw the happy side.
Your hands hurt, didn't they?
Yeah. Everything was achy. Mm-hmm. But the mood, my mood was okay at work, but by the time I got home, I wasn't good for my family. I was not. I was grumpy. I was tired and I was exhausted. I had no energy, which meant no patience. So my children and my husband even would get me snappy at them or like just short fused, short tempered. And you know what? We're women. So even today I could still say that I do that occasionally, but way less than I used to. And I think it's because my gut health is better, which has given me a lot more energy. It's changed my serotonin levels, which helps. If you guys don't know anything about serotonin, that's okay, because I'm not a medical person and I don't really know that much either. But I know that it's a hormone in your body that helps with your mood, right?
And Terry, if we don't get it right there, then our whole mood is affected because it starts in our gut there. Serotonin, and that controls our brain and our mood. And I could go on, but Terry, I can't imagine you really being the grumpy person because, guys, if you've been on here since the beginning, Terry has the personality that she will let something drop. She's always got everybody laughing. And she reminds me so much of my aunt and her personality. And I just love that you're always on your toes and you're so quick with your comebacks and the things that you say. And I just can't imagine you coming home and being grumpy.
Yeah, well, because I wouldn't let that show to you. I wouldn't let that show to other people. But my family, your family loves you unconditionally. And my mom used to tell me growing up, she used to say, you take it out on the people you love the most. And it is so true. And then but here's the thing, y'all. I wanted to have my whole life, like I could really legit cry because my childhood dream was to grow up, get married, and have babies. I'm not, and I don't mean like back in the whole, like, you know, old day where you had like 18 kids. I just knew I wanted a family. I grew up as the only child. So my husband and I tried for 5 years to get pregnant. And I had to go through like surgeries and stuff like that to get to finally be able to conceive. And I conceived, and then to come home and not treat my kids with the joy and the love and the positivity that they deserved, like it broke my heart. So, and I didn't like the person that I was when I was like that. So, it means more to me that I can have the energy flowing and the happiness and the positive vibes and just enjoy life. Like when we say, because a lot of times I'll say, are you ready to get your happy back? Like, I'm not kidding. Like, that is legit. It's for real. Are you ready to get your happy back? Are you tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired and grumpy? Grumpy, to do a grump a favor today, it was like the most perfect day ever, because I'm like, yeah, we need to help some grumps out, because I was there and I don't want to be grumpy anymore, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we've all come across somebody that's grumpy, whether it's in the grocery store, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, and to be able to,
I'm like, I see somebody that's grumpy, I'm like, somebody needs a patch.
Here, let me help you.
I'm like, slap a patch on them as you're walking by. They'll be happy, you know?
And today they think we're crazy, but until they really actually experience these DFTs that actually just really change and give you the mood support that you need, and it's just not for women. It's for the men too. I mean, the benefits are just so vast that to be able to get to the place where you could do things with your family in a happy mood. I mean, and you just came back from a most amazing trip maybe 2 weeks ago, where you and your husband got to go away for an all expense and all inclusive getaway. And you probably wouldn't have felt up to that a couple years ago.
No, not at all.
Tell me your favorite memory from that trip.
Honestly, the sunsets, just the vibe, just being around other people we just had I don't even know. The whole trip was just a dream. It was a dream.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, there was something you said, about having, sorry, my dog's just distracted me.
That's okay. Mine might start barking too.
They'll probably hear mine and start barking. I just honestly, I can tell when I'm not wearing my patch. I can tell when I'm not feeling good. Like I can tell when I don't take my supplements. One of the posts that I made right before my trip was I was packing my stuff in my suitcase, and I literally was like, a picture of all my supplements in my suitcase. And I said, y'all, I will pack these supplements before I even pack my underwear. Like, straight up. I do not want to go without them. They are a part of me now.
Yes. I mean, they do. They go in the car, they go in the purse, they go wherever I go. And I'm going to make sure I have that wherever I go, because you know what? If you forget that and you don't have this on, and you get someplace and you go, oh, why do I feel a lull today? And you go, oh, I got out of my routine. I forgot to change it when I showered and forgot to put the new DFT on. Let me go find one, and within just a few moments, a few minutes, I can go, oh yeah, man, this stuff really works. It's just that reminder when you forget and you get out of the routine, and by golly, you didn't want to go on that trip without it.
Listen, let's talk for a second about that. Let's talk for a second about routine. I am not a routine person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not. I'm developing myself into becoming a routine person, but I really don't. I lack structure in my life. Like, I was the mom who my kids did not have nap time. They went down when they were tired. They didn't have a bedtime. They went down when I was ready for them to go down. They woke up when we were ready for them to get up. There was no like set routine. I don't ever tell people to live their lives like that. Like, you do what's right for you. I just know for me, routines and schedules just don't work for me. They work for me in the salon because that's what I'm used to. But outside of the salon, I seriously would say to people, I do not like a schedule outside of the salon because I'm scheduled all the time in the salon. So I just don't do routines. Can I tell you, this has changed that thought, because I have, and it's so simple. If someone who live in a routine life or a strict structured life, scheduled life can do this, like anybody can do it. It's so easy. Like, people go, oh, I forgot. Well, you know what? Give yourself 30 days of just set an alarm. And I guarantee you, when those 30 days are up, you won't be forgetting. You will not forget. I do not. It's priority. It is the first thing I do every day. I will not leave my house without doing my capsules and my shake. Occasionally, I might forget the DFT, but I promise you that I have a DFT in my glove compartment, in my center console, at my job, in my purse, in my wallet. There are DFTs stuck all over because I know that I might forget.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going without. Now, the capsules and the lifestyle mix, I just don't forget. Those happen for real.
And I mean, it's so easy, guys, because you put those capsules beside your bed, and as soon as your eyes pop open, right, you're taking those with a glass of water, and you're done.
So here's the difference. Here's the difference between a person that takes the capsules and a person that doesn't. And this is my experience, my full-on experience. Before I was taking those capsules, I would wake up and I would be like, snooze. I just don't feel like getting out of bed today. I'm going to hit the snooze. I would set my alarm early so that I could hit the snooze because I knew I was going to hit the snooze. I dreaded it. I dragged butt to the bathroom. I couldn't stand getting up. Now I literally roll over, take my capsules, and I'm excited to get up in the morning because I know that within maybe 5 minutes, if that, by the time I go to the bathroom and come back out, I am wide awake. Wide awake. And I'm not jittery. I'm not bouncing off the walls. I'm not skip to my Lewin down the hallway. I'm just awake. I'm alert. I'm focused. I'm clear-minded. And I have a smile on my face. Like, how many of y'all can say you have a smile on your face before 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning?
You know,
I don't even set an alarm anymore.
When I look back at my phone and I remember all of the alarms that I used to have set on it in order just to get out of bed and put my feet on the floor, and I was not looking forward to doing that, it probably a minimum of 6. And sometimes I slept through them. So I don't know how crazy is that. And, you know, Tyra on here is getting up before her alarm, and she is a fairly new person on this nutritional product, and she has like seen such immense change. And if you're watching on here too, guys, and you're just been peeping on and you're listening, my goal today or this week is to help you not be the grumpy person in your family. Let's get you more energy. Let's get you happy to get up, happy to go through the day. And so that people are going to see that there is a difference everywhere you go, because your whole countenance, if you will, it changes. That mood, those SSRIs change in your gut, and it affects your brain. And you are truly going to just wow people. I remember, let's see, so many stories of people telling me how people have come, what are you doing today? You're cleaning up the office. You're doing this. What is it that those days that you made before, let's go back 3 years ago. What is a big change that you've seen in yourself besides the happiness and the more energy and coming home and being engaged with your family? What are the other things that you've seen, Terry?
So some of the things that you're talking about, I was thinking while you were talking, and I'm like, Honestly, like I absolutely used to, and this is a terrible thing to say, and I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I used to hate people like me because because I couldn't be happy like that. I didn't feel happy like that. And I would be like, that's just gross. Like you're not there, that people don't really act like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. And I thought about how I'm going to word this because sometimes my creative side gets the best of me and I don't explain myself very well, but let me see if I can get you to understand where my brain is going with this. A lot of times, because I've done a lot of self-development. That's one thing that this has created a space for me to work on me. And here's the thing, prior to taking these products, I didn't care about me.
Yeah.
I didn't care about me. So if you're listening to what I'm telling you and you don't feel like starting because you don't care about yourself, I understand, because I did not care about me. Like,
right.
But I know that I cared about my family. So if you're going to do it for anyone, start by doing it for them, because you will develop the love for yourself to continue. And as you continue the journey, you will start to love yourself, and you will turn it from doing it for them to you're getting up every morning and you're going to be doing it for you. And that is the best gift that anybody could ever have given me. Like, I could cry because I did not like myself at all. I did not like who I was. Everybody else saw things in me. Everybody said how amazing I was. I'm creative as a hairstylist. I'm very talented. You're beautiful. You know, you've got such a good heart and you're so spirited and they would tell me I couldn't see it.
Right.
I couldn't see it, and I couldn't stand myself. I couldn't stand the person that I was because it felt dark. You know what I mean? It felt dark. And so, but I loved my family. And even though I was not the nicest to them all the time, they were my world. And so when I did this and I started to realize that I turned into a better mom and I did this for them, it created a shift to where now I'm still doing it for them, but I understand the whole fill your cup first, because you can't pour into others until you fill your cup first. So if you are in a place where you don't love yourself, start out by loving someone else, doing it for them, because you will get to that place. And that is the best gift that Beth or anybody could ever give you by introducing you. I know it sounds so far out there and it sounds so like, really 3 products are going to do that. I promise you, it's crazy, but it's so true.
And Terry, you articulated that very beautifully.
Oh, good, because I was worried. I was like, I know what I'm thinking, but I don't know how to say it, you know?
Well, the change is so incredibly immense. Guys, if you're out there and you're watching, I invite you to share this with somebody that you know may need to hear this. And if you are the one that needs to hear this, reach out, because I will help you today, help you get started on getting your happy pack. I have happy packs ready. They're ready to go. And all you need to do is connect with us. And let's do this. Let's get you off the grumpy, the irritable person that sometimes we can be, and get you back to where you have energy to be thoroughly engaged, even after the long hours that you put in at work. There is the family that still wants you to show up, that you still really want to show up for. And gosh, sometimes you just cannot figure it out. So get off the couch, stop being the grumpy couch parent, and be engaged with your children fully, completely, every time that you have the opportunity to, because you never know when your last moment's going to be.
Some of the best stories that I've heard are from these moms that go, their little girl, there's one story in particular where this mom said her little girl was like, she stopped asking her to read her a book at night, because every time she'd ask her to read a book, her mom said, I'm tired. I don't have time. We'll do it tomorrow. And she said she went home one night and she felt like reading her daughter a book, and she sat down in the bed next to her and she said, honey, let's read a book. And her daughter looked at her with the biggest eyes and was like, really, Mom? really? You're not too tired? And it just warmed my heart, because those are memories, you guys. They grow up way too fast. Your kids will grow up and move out and have kids of their own. And you want to develop those traditions and those, you know, those things with them that they'll do with continue with their children. And if you're always working and you're too tired, what is that showing your kids? That that's what life is all about? Nobody wants to live a life like that. So yeah. Yep.
Totally right. So guys, have a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. And if you're struggling with that grumpy, reach out to one of us. We have a plan for you. And we will help design it. There's so many multiple networking that we can put you in touch with people to get you where you need to go if we don't have the resources. Absolutely. Terry, thank you for your time. Have a beautiful day from sunny Florida, right? Sunny down there, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think some of that cold is heading our way, because it's been raining like crazy. And my mama said it's going to get cold. I'm like, oh gosh, we are not prepared. All right. Thank you so much, Beth. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry.
All right. Bye-bye.